Hey, what's happening, folks? It's 11:21 a.m. Sunday morning, and I am just trying to get motivated. I'm testing out my little spy camera here. Sometimes I like to wear this little camera around on my shirt, and I'm just trying to find out how long it'll record on a full charge. The battery's a couple years old, and I've had problems with this camera, but I really want to start using it for when I'm in the thrift store. And so far, we're at almost 15 minutes. And as long as that little red light is flashing, it's still recording. So I'm hoping it'll give me at least half an hour. I think it would be fun to have more thrift store footage, although the Salvation Army over here is not very exciting. But don't worry, my friends, there will be more excitement in the future. I'm still trying to figure out how to get down south. And once we go down south, there will be lots to show. Alright, so the sales in my store have been unusually slow. In fact, the only thing that I sold yesterday was a $10 blender jar lid. So I've decided to run a 10% sale in my store on 500 items. And I'm not sure how that's going to go, but I really need to ramp up the sales because $10 a day just ain't going to cut it for Big Josh. I'm going to try to do some listing today. I just have this real bad mental block. Whenever it's really slow, I just feel so unmotivated. But I really need the cash, so we're going to have to find a way to get some stuff listed. Looks like we're at over 20 minutes, and we're still recording over here. So now we know we can at least get 20 minutes of footage from that camera. Alright, so we're at 32:38 on the camera, and it's still recording. So that means we know we can get at least half an hour of footage on a full charge. So I'm really curious to see how far this thing will take us. I just got an offer on that small Jimmy Buffett flag that I listed a couple of weeks ago. It was on sale for $22.50 and the buyer offered $15, and I had to counter offer with $20 because that's the lowest I can go right now. And I guess that just wasn't enough of a discount for them because they declined. But that's alright. Even though I have slow sales, I'm not going to be giving my stuff away. I think $20 is a pretty fair price for a unique flag that's not listed anywhere else. I've kind of been having this little mental block lately. It's just so difficult for me to get items to list. And I think a lot of it has to do with my mind is not here right now. My mind is in South Carolina, hitting those Amazon overstock stores. And it's so difficult for me to focus on listing this old garbage because I know there's all this brand new stuff sitting in these overstock bins at these stores. And I'm just trying to get my mind right. In fact, I'm getting ready to watch my boy Dante's video over at Prison to Profits because I just got to see what he got. I think what I'm going to do after that video is I'm just going to force myself to go out into the garage and pick 10 items to put in a tote, and I'm just going to start working them. I'm just going to push past the anxiety and just go in there and make it happen. And I think I'm going to bring you guys along for the ride. Hey, how's it going? It's 9:10 p.m. Sunday evening. I just got done watching the Midwest Pickers live channel. That guy is pretty good. He was eating some gross flavored chips. I think it was like fish skin and something called cuttlefish from Japan. I guess they weren't too terribly bad. I tried to get his missus to take part in the activity, but she wasn't having it. And I can't say that I blame her. I'm just sitting over here at the photo table just trying to get a little bit of work done. I'm cleaning up and photographing the rest of Greg's mailboxes. I'm working on this guy right here. Look how dirty this is. This is about how they all came. I'm going to clean this up a little bit. The glass was pretty dirty, so just a normal toothbrush wasn't going to get that dirt off. So I did put a little bit of Comet on there, and it cleaned up pretty nice. I really don't mind this stuff having the dirt on it. In fact, I think it gives it a nicer look. That's just my opinion, but these should sell for okay money. I've got a few of these. Alright, I just finished cleaning all of those mailbox doors. I got them all straightened up over here, and I'm going to go over there and list them. They shouldn't be that hard to list. I could probably do a lot of copy and pasting, so that shouldn't be too hard. I'm just going to leave them in this container, and when they sell, I'll just pack them. This little job ended up leaving my table pretty dirty, so I pulled out the old Comet, which will need to be replaced soon. And I need to clean up my phones. It's all nasty and gross. I also got dirt all over my shirt. A poet and didn't even know it. Today's actually turning out to be a pretty good sales day. I'm already at $240. One of the things I sold was that knife sharpener that I was showing you guys the other day. I accidentally, and I truly mean accidentally, put it on sale today. I thought I unselected it, but I guess not, so I ended up selling that for $44.95 plus shipping. I had a bunch of watchers on it too, so I really didn't want to discount it, but it did sell, and that's going to be an extra 30 bucks or more in my pocket, so it's all good. Hey, how's it going, guys? It's Monday morning, and actually it's Monday afternoon. It's noon. And as you guys can see, I went ahead and did the old buzz cut-a-rooney. I like giving myself a buzz cut. I'm not sure I like it quite this short, but my electric clippers aren't the best, so I just went ahead and used my trimmer, and it did a great job. Yesterday ended up being a really good sales day. I believe it was like $240 in gross sales. And then I just had 3 sales come in not long ago. 2 sales came in 5 minutes apart, and then about half an hour later, another one came in. Somebody bought this little vintage green Ford Bedford van. Die-cast. It's unbranded. I got this a long time ago at the Salvation Army in Portsmouth. I talk about them sometimes. They're just these big bags of Lindsay cars I got. I ended up paying like $25 for all of them, but I've already made hundreds of dollars. This one sold for $9 free shipping. These guys are basically just the long tail pieces. They do sell, it just takes a long time. And then somebody came in and bought that Philips light bulb that I picked up at the local Salvation Army a few weeks ago for $1. And it sold for $13.50 on sale, free shipping. And then that piece over there just sold this morning as well. It's a 3-piece replacement set from an espresso coffee machine, and it sold for $24.95, free shipping. Then we sold the lid to that Hamilton Beach Chef Prep that we picked up a week or two ago. I recently sold the set of 2 blades for about $38, and we sold this lid on a variation listing for $19.95 with free shipping. If you guys remember from a couple of weeks ago, I picked this keyboard and receiver up at the Salvation Army out of the free box. I mentioned there were some speakers in the box, but when I came back a second time they were gone. But I ended up listing it for $29.95 plus shipping, and it sold. A big shout out to the free box. That's a nice find right there. That's a 2015 Salmon Falls stoneware crock. I picked that up at the Salvation Army in Portsmouth. It had just come out on their cart, and I thought it was beautiful. Salmon Falls is a New Hampshire based company. It's in Dover, New Hampshire, and their pieces can be worth quite a bit of money. I paid $5 for the piece, and this piece sold for $27 on sale, plus $12.80 shipping. So not bad. And here's that knife sharpener that I was talking about. This sold for $44.95 plus $15.05 shipping. This is a pretty nice piece here. This is a Gilbert Pro Nano Silver. I had a lady message me and ask me if I would take $30 shipped for it. I basically told her, I actually told her that it has a lot of watchers on it, and I expect that it's going to be selling soon. So she went ahead and paid the $39.95 plus shipping. I sold that little Oster lid for $9.95 plus $5 shipping. And I think the last thing we sold was this vintage Tony Little ab isolator with box and VHS. I picked this up at our local Salvation Army a while back for $5. And it sat around for a while, which I expected it to. And it sold on sale for $22.50 plus $13.69 shipping. Check out that dude in that video. He's like, if you buy this, you can have abs just like that. I wish I had some video editing skills, because he's just looking at you right now, and I'd make a little ding come from his tooth. Look at that mullet, guys. And that guy looks like a great big old 80s D. Since today's a national holiday, there is no mail, but I need to get this stuff packed up because I don't want to be rushing around trying to do it all tomorrow. So I'm going to start right now. This little part just sold as well. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty on these Omega parts. This guy just sold on sale to an international buyer. It sold for $31.45 with free shipping. Although being an international buyer, he's going to have to pay up for that, unfortunately. I don't like that, but it is what it is, I guess. Hey, how's it going? It's 1:25 a.m. Monday morning. I've been packing up the orders that sold this weekend and listing the rest of Greg's doors. I've got pretty much everything packed up and ready to be set outside for Richard tomorrow. I just had a buyer message me and tell me that her GVP flat iron that sold for $15 was getting warm and not hot. I've never actually had that happen with a flat iron that I can remember anyway. But in situations like that, I just tell them to open up a return and I'll send them a refund. I'm not sure what's happening. I went about 2 or 3 months without any kind of return, and now it just seems like they're popping up left and right. I'm just trying to do the right thing however I can. I sold 4 items tonight. First thing that sold was this a vintage Reader's Digest Festival of Popular Songs. I picked that up at the Free Box at the Salvation Army. Shout out to the Free Box. And that sold for $13.45 on sale plus $3.86 shipping. I took an offer on these two Kiwi Company Kiwi crates. I picked these up at the Salvation Army in Portsmouth for 99 cents a piece. They were not complete. I ended up selling them as is or for parts. They sold for $7 plus $13.25 shipping. I sold this pair of Omega juicer containers. These came from that juicer that I picked up in November from the More Than a Thrift, and I think this might be the last piece. It sold for $20 free shipping. And then we sold this Krups 239 collar, sold it for $7.20 free shipping. And that's all I've got for now. I'm just going to wrap these things up and we're going to put them out tomorrow. I may or may not go thrifting tomorrow. It's likely that I won't because I just don't feel like standing around the thrift store for 4 hours and maybe getting something and maybe not.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
More than likely, I'll probably just work on my death pile. But anyway, guys, I think I'm going to get out of here and go lay down because I'm getting tired and I need to do some work tomorrow. If you guys liked the video, please give me a like. Please feel free to comment below. And if you already haven't subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you did. Talk to you guys tomorrow.